everybody. Welcome to Impossible Coin, a podcast which is about video games. This week, recording live from beautiful Southern California, here at the San Diego Convention Center. I'm your host, Brian Cartwright, joined in Hall H by Rocky Hardy.
Yeah, that's me. What up?
That's right. Oh, man. How was your flight?
You know what? It could have been worse.
Fair enough. Also joined here in Hall H by our cosplay queen, Tegan Somerset.
That's me!
Man, how long did it take you to put together this biblically accurate Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, crazy bullshit invention cosplay?
Oh, it took me and 6 other people 3 weeks.
Okay. I mean, I know that cosplay is a group effort, so I am not surprised.
I know, and I cannot sit down in this. It is unfortunate.
Jesus.
These shoes actually glued to the platform.
Weird enough, I actually thought you were sitting down.
I know,
It's
the illusion legs.
Ooh. Oh, wait, those aren't real?
No, they're stuffed. Here, you can squeeze them.
Okay. All right, I just want to point out that we're recording that Tegan says I can squeeze the legs. Okay?
Yes. Well, because they're not real legs.
Yeah,
My real legs are, underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this leg. I'm standing back here, but it's blocked by this foam fake wall.
I can't tell. Is this styrofoam or a pillow? It feels weird.
Thanks. It's a couch cushion.
You gutted a couch to make the legs?
I didn't even have to purchase the couch. It was on the road.
Wow. Oh man, this is so weird.
Thanks. Happy to help.
Oh, well, anyway, yeah. So we're here at Comic-Con, and the thing that I'm most excited that we're covering this weekend is the Amico Forever panel, which actually isn't happening here at the convention center. It's happening at a bar down the street where a guy is just angrily shouting.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there really is no business presence left for Amico, and it's just like 8 guys who refuse to admit that it's over.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they let us in initially.
Yeah. Honestly, I thank Rocky for that.
I do what I can.
Yeah. When he said that we're going to push the whole convention's Wabistics, I believed it. I don't know what a Wabistics is, but, it's pushed.
If you know, you know.
All right. But yeah, I think we're going to go to this bar down the street. I think it's called, the Boiled Clam or something, and there's guys shouting about the Amico and how it's still coming out. Man, it has been a Comic-Con. But we have some regular business to take care of before we dive into the Comic-Con stuff. So, Rocky,
yeah, man.
You been playing anything, man?
Yeah, I've been horse racing. I have a solid team of B plus horse girls, and they're doing great. They get all the grass that they want. They're in excellent shape. I'm very proud of them. I still am hoping to welcome Kitazan Black to the Moral Compass Thief stables, but we'll see what happens. We're in negotiations.
Mm-hmm. She's a hard one to wrangle.
Honestly, I get it. She's in demand right now. And given the way that things are probably going to shake out, will continue to be in demand throughout the continuing year. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see how that goes. I was recently gifted by one of the friends of the show that's won a copy of Armored Core 6, so I'm playing that now. And it's cool. I haven't hit the wall that people have, but it feels in a lot like the way that Tekken works. It feels really embodied. I really feel like I'm an actual mech pilot, despite holding a controller. But it's not there's definitely like press button to shoot the gun. I don't have to flip 3 switches for it, but like I have to like actively control movement at any given moment, and like the things that are shooting at me require me to be able to move effectively. And like I have like shoulder like mounted missiles. I'm using a pulse rifle and a beam sword, and I'm having a great time. That's pretty sick. Also, like the world that we're in is incredibly dystopian. You know, it's extraplanar humanity or extraplanetary humanity, but you know, led by corporations as opposed to nations. And you are a mercenary, or rather, you are a mech pilot posing as a mercenary who's died. You've taken their like registration code, and you're basically taking any job you have, even against like corporations against each other. Like I did a mission on behalf of one corporation to basically siege a fortress and defeat like a artillery mech there. And then the following day, I got a follow-up mission by one of their competitors to retrace my steps to find information about one of the corpo mechs that I worked with previously to see if they have weaknesses that we could sell. Which is, like, we're completely unscrupulous on, like, the bleeding edge of technology, just trying to, like, raise our notoriety for some unknown purpose. It's pretty sick. I'm having fun.
Oh. Man. Armored Core is one of those things, like, I hear, and I'm immediately intimidated by.
Sure.
Yeah. And because it's Armored Core, you know, like, I can totally Obi-Wan Kenobi that shit. Just, oh, man, that's a name I haven't heard for years. and I just remember, like, wrecking people's asses many moons ago.
Yeah. I've heard about that boss. The name I sincerely can't remember right now, but I haven't run into it. Like, this is not one of the situations where it's like, yeah, everyone's screaming about this boss, and I can't wait to fight it, and it turns out I fought it, like, 3 weeks ago. Like, it's not that, but, like... let me see if I can find the boss, because there is, like, a boss that's, like, wild. Baltius, I think, is the one that I'm thinking of. The AAP07. And that's the one that, like, people were screaming about on social media, like, weeks after it came out. And I haven't come across that yet. I've defeated the Strider. Like, there's the first boss, which is, the helicopter, which is kind of spooky because it's, you know, you are a baby mech or whatever, and it fires homing missiles at you, and, like, it actually gets the jump on you if you're not looking directly at it. So, like, it's about constant movement and then, like, trying to look for the opening and everything. And Strider is literally like it's like a giant, like, gargantuan, like, 6-footed, like, walking mech that has a giant, like, laser eye on the top of it that hits from long range. And you basically have to, like, fly around it to take out, like, the sub-generators and then get on top to fight the giant laser eye. I'm looking at the Chapter 1 bosses in order, and Baltius is the one that's directly in the middle. It is the 5th of 8 Chapter 1 bosses, and I've beaten 3 of them already. The HC Helicopter, the Strider, and the Juggernaut. I haven't met the Entangle/Sulla yet, but Baltius is the one that people were yelling about, because it's kind of like, it's like a hovering mech that has, like, incredibly large missile batteries all around it. I'm gonna put an image of it in this chat so you guys can look at it. Maybe you'll recognize it, Bran. But it's a not optional boss, and it has pulse armor. That's what the thing is. Is that so? Like, it's firing missiles at you that home on you, and it has pulse armor that you cannot damage it until it's deactivated. So you have to actually fully deplete the pulse armor before you can deal damage at all.
That sounds scary as heck.
It's pretty spooky, to be honest. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm not there yet, so we'll see what happens. But this was the thing, like, people got, like, halfway through Chapter 1, and then they threw like 3 hours at it and they couldn't figure it out. But also, I think one of the things that that Armored Core does that a lot of other games don't do is that it doesn't force you into tutorialization. Like, it definitely puts like the training videos in like a pocket someplace you have to go there to get them, and it's rewarding to do so because one, you get valuable information on how to play the game, but you also get additional components that you can use to spec out your Armored Core. And usually they actually have a pretty good cadence about the trainings where like they'll tell you about things that will be valuable going into your next missions and give you even a couple of the tools for free to like deal with them. And the pulse armor is specifically weak to pulse weapons, and I'm willing to bet, I'm not there yet, but I'm willing to bet that they're going to give me a training on pulse weapons and dealing with pulse armor before I fight Baltius. And I'm also willing to bet that 80% of the people just didn't do that training before they got into it. And maybe they did it afterward and tried to mash through it and got the weapon, but like, you know, maybe they didn't deserve the information. And like I feel like a lot of times when people hit walls like this, the wall is difficult because it asks you to do something. But like I feel like there's a lot of people who just like don't really engage with the game on its terms. They just want to like blow through it and get to the next cutscene. And like Armored Core seems like it's not one of those games that'll let you do that. I don't know. I haven't fought Baltius yet. Maybe I'll come back screaming, crying, throwing up, and then I'll apologize to everyone whoever fought this thing and like honor the fallen who never made it past. But I'm not sure.
Jeez.
That doesn't sound like Rocky.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you talk about a boss that's made you actually screaming, crying, throwing up, you know?
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I have screamed, cried, thrown up fighting bosses before, but maybe I've never talked about it on the show. But like, I do feel like a lot of the things that people generally TM, scream, cry, throw up, like on social media about, aren't that bad. That is definitely my experience for sure.
I do think there's some wanton overuse of that phrase.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think I scream and cry and throw up about the right amount of things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you heard me screaming, crying, throwing up the other day on Splatoon Saturday.
Oh, yeah. But that's because you don't get battle high. Like, I think that's different.
I wonder if they also don't get battle high.
You know what? And that's fine. Like, and I'm willing to bet that most people don't get battle high. There's definitely an implication. There's some weird quarter of like the world where people believe like 60% of people get battle high and everyone else should just die. But like, I don't even think it's that high. You know, like it's just, oh man. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just like the adrenaline doesn't do good things to people, which is fair. We shouldn't live off of adrenaline anyways. Yes, Brian?
Well, no, I'm thinking about like all of the different contexts in which I hear like screaming, crying, throwing up.
Okay.
Like how I've heard it used as a negative. It's like, oh no, that boss has a fourth phase. Screaming, crying, throwing up.
Oh fuck! Fourth phase sounds nuts, actually.
Right. And then there's like, oh no, they're putting out this fig exactly as I want, and check out the changeable hair. Screaming,
awesome.
Crying, throwing up.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's like, if we just use screaming, crying, throwing up for everything, then what does it even mean anymore?
Oh, okay. I got this one. All right. So I think the two things that those two things have in common is an overwhelming like excitement, and I think the difference here is that I would argue that excitement is not always positive, right? Like the boss has a fourth phase. Holy shit! I have to do something or I'm going to die. Is very different from, oh my god, this is incredible. They finally gave me everything I wanted. Those are both excitement. Like, they mean different things for sure. And I guess, like, if you're, like, I feel like that if we're looking for a good bad dichotomy in terms of phrasing, I don't think screaming, crying, throwing up has to be that.
Okay. Yeah. So you think it speaks more to like the intensity of the moment and like a surprise at the revelation.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then later we can decide whether that is positive or negative. But I think the intensity and the surprise is the point.
Okay, so like, let's say you go to the Best Buy on Black Friday,
Cool.
and they announce that they've got 500 of the $100 TVs, right?
Okay.
And when you show up, they're like, "Hey, everybody, just want to let you know, we don't have 500 of the $100 TVs. It's actually 2,000, so nobody has to fret." Is that
Okay.
screaming times growing up?
It can be, and this is the context that I would think about it. If I'm in line, probably not. I'd be like, that's probably a sigh of relief. I don't have to fight people for these TVs. But if I was at home, post-Thanksgiving, sitting on my couch, scrolling through deals, and it turns out, yo, the local Best Buy has 4 times as many TVs as they said they did. Holy shit, let me get over there screaming, crying, throwing up.
Ah, okay. Now we'll change it.
Sure.
You're in line. Best Buy guy comes out with the headset and everything. It's like, "Hey, everybody, I've got some bad news. Turns out that we only have 50 of the televisions."
Right. Then if I'm in line, screaming, crying, throwing up, negative. If I'm at home, relief, I don't get off my couch.
Oh man, context is important.
Right.
Context is always important.
Yeah. Man, I don't know how to do that. If I had to teach someone today, like tabla rasa, context is always important. I don't know how I do that. I think that's an ongoing lesson, and I think that's kind of the problem.
I think that might just be on me, man, because like, I think that there is a certain amount of Zoomer slang
Sure.
that I have just assumed is just meaningless jibba jabba.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if that's not the case, then great.
Yeah. Like
Language is a constantly evolving entity.
True.
You know?
I do think there is some like meaningless jibber jabber. Like I personally have fun with it in the past, but like, man, I guess picking and choosing what's important is definitely just dependent on context.
Well, screaming, crying, throwing up.
True.
Yeah.
I hear that. Oh man, that reminds me. Like, okay, so speaking of screaming, crying, throwing up, Brian, there's this game that I've been playing. I've been playing it on the stream. It's been fucking me up this week, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been playing this game, 1000x Resist. I think I may have mentioned it to you. I don't know if you've looked into it at all.
Okay, 1,000 extras is like. Here's what I can do right now through the power of the internet.
True.
I can look it up right now.
Yeah, 1000x Resist was developed by Sunset Visitor. It came out May last year. It won a bunch of rewards. It's so beloved by its community that on the 1-year anniversary, the community published a fanzine that includes art, stories, and a fully playable TTRPG based on the world of the game. The game itself is largely a walking simulator. But it's doing these really wild things with story, and man, I don't know, dude. It's a lot even for me. I was I had my eyes gouged out in first person on Wednesday. Like I was reliving the memories of and an immigrant family that escaped like the Hong Kong riots, presumably to Canada, but also the end of the world through a global pandemic, like the real end of the world. And at the same time, a disjointed future made up entirely of clones that seem to be doomed to repeat the same patterns. It's super nuts, man.
Oh. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking into this game right now.
Sure.
This game was nominated for a Peabody Award?
It was, in fact. Yes.
That's like a grown-up award for grown-up things.
Lamau.
Yeah, I have a great news about what this video game is and who it's for. It's a grown-up video game for grown-ups.
How about what this video game is and who it's for? That's so good.
See here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm looking here. This says it's an adventure game. That's different than a walking simulator.
Sure.
Okay, so which is it?
I say walking simulator. Those are my words.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Are you tasked with shit to do? Like, are there like, say, puzzles to solve, or?
You are tasked with shit to do. I would say that there are puzzles to solve, but also not really.
There aren't puzzles to solve like blueprints.
Right.
You know? But there is logic and mystery to be had.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
Then it sounds like it is an adventure game.
Okay.
It's just one which is not, like, say, difficult.
It is not an action game.
Right. But actually
that.
it was an adventure game.
That
yeah,
is
but
true.
I think a lot of people think of action and adventure as like interchangeable,
Oh,
like
they are
one
not.
always goes with the other sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an action game.
Like this is kind of like it is an adventure game in the sense that like it's like a point and click adventure, but
Right.
honestly, short of point and clicking, you're mostly walking around and talking.
Right. And that's what I'm kind of looking for, like, when I say, like, adventure.
Right.
Is, like, I'm thinking about stuff like my framework for reference is, like the Scum engine, like Day of the Tentacle, that kind of thing. Maniac Mansion, stuff where you're like, okay, if I combine the remote with the peanut butter, then what happens?
You don't have that kind of gameplay in this video game.
Yeah, there's none of that going on.
Okay. Is there, if I take the remote from this room to the room next?
No.
No.
Okay, then tell me about its shitty simple puzzles.
There was
No. Yeah, it's
No.
not that kind of puzzle is the thing.
No is a fair point, honestly. Like, there are situations in which you will be in a space, and there is information to absorb about the things that are happening as well as things that have happened. And you will talk to a character who expects you to have knowledge of the things that have happened / are happening, and if you answer correctly, you are allowed to proceed. It is not and even that is not a common experience in this video game.
It's like a knowledge check. Like, so, like, when somebody at work is like, all right, you need to take your legal compliance quiz once a year. And you're like, okay, should you share customer information with people who don't fucking work here? And you just go, no. And they're like, congratulations, you passed it. Oh, okay, so, all right, I'm good.
But like even
I'm
that,
good.
that's not like common. That's what I mean. Like that is a thing that happens in the game. But like sometimes. But like again, that's not even what the game is about. That's not like what you spend your time doing.
Okay. So it sounds like maybe it's a walking simulator with light adventure flourishes, like it kind of like.
I think I could say that. That sounds fair.
Okay. Because adventure is definitely its own thing,
right?
Which is like mainly driven by like shuffling about and solving fucking puzzles.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not what this is. Not really. No.
Okay.
Like this game it's mostly a narrative experience. It is doing very interesting things with the ways that it presents narrative, especially in an interactive medium. But again, it is not like a puzzle box or like a toy, really. It's a narrative experience.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
Right.
like your Edith Finch and so on.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd say good.
Yeah.
The times are not good. The times are rough.
There's a lot going
the
on.
times are hard.
No, Tegan, the thing that's good is diagnosing what the fuck it is. What you
Oh,
like.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Okay. Diagnostically, good times. Yes. Good times happening in the game? Absolutely not.
Okay. Diagnostically good times. There it is. There's our episode title. Man. Okay. I do love the idea of a super passionate, over the top, fucking crazy united fan community.
Yeah. They're very cool.
I kind of want to like tell you all about one which kind of like I guess emerged around the same time.
Cool.
Which is they made this movie last year about like electing a new pope, Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who liked Conclave, I guess, were not what the studio expected to be
Sure.
the fan base for Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like,
Was it like
They
all
were-
gossip girlies and that kind of thing?
like very much gossip girlies, very much like let's make woo paper dolls, like the whole bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so like they like this Twitter account got established called Pope Crave, as in we crave a new pope.
Like Pop Crave or whatever
yes.
it is.
Yeah, and they were like Conclave community, like we must put together the ultimate fucking like zine to celebrate our love of Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
And when this thing came out, it was hardcover, gold foil stamped with French end papers on it. The whole thing came in like a custom envelope that was like sealed with a custom wax seal. Inside of the thing, there were like paper dolls, 3D glasses, little pop-up pages, like it was a pop-up book. Absolutely, just like completely crazy, wild shit. And when they sold the thing, it was like $60 for this zine.
That's right.
And it still managed to, because like everybody donated their work, make more money than the cost of printing it, and all of the money that came out of this thing above and beyond the production cost got donated to the International Intersex Education Fund.
Word.
Yeah. And that is because of a plot point in the film Conclave. And then later on, they're like, oh man, we had so much fun making the zine. Why don't we make fun stickers? And so they decided to make a sticker set, also based on the plot point for the film Conclave. And they're like, our sticker set will be of fun turtles. And so they made the Fun Turtles sticker set. And they were able to, like, rescue something like 400 odd sea turtles with fucking fan base money. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how, like, what causes a wildly activated fan base to be formed? What, how does that happen? Like, because I look at, like, this Thousand X Resist and I look at Conclave, and I'm like, neither one of these things, like, set off my, like, rabid passion radar. Like,
Well,
why do these things... What is the sauce? What makes a thing have the sauce?
I don't know, man. I don't know about Conclave because I haven't seen it, but like, A Thousand Nights Resist, the subject matter that's involved is also a thing that's just like not really talked about. It's giving voice to like, to those that are, in my experience, are generally unheard, and it creates, you know, a cultural touchstone for people who are probably in the boat of, you know, the unheard to communicate with each other, maybe make other stuff. That makes sense to me. I think.
Okay. Yeah, all right. When I apply your explanation to what I know of the Conclave community, like it feels like it could one-to-one swap out. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is that, because like the Conclave community is like rapidly progressive, activated Catholics, and it's like like where do those folks hang out?
Yeah.
Fanfiction.net.
Exactly.
Oh, probably AO3, actually. Never mind.
Let's get it.
Wait, I forgot.
Oh, at the risk. Oh, jeez. All right. You know, well, here I'm going to go ahead and pull this grenade. Okay. What is the difference between fanfiction.net and AO3?
Fanfiction.net had a major purge of their pornographic and explicit material, and AO3 did not. AO3 instead created a robust tagging system that is honored by everyone who uses it.
So fanfiction.net just kneeled before Visa and MasterCard.
Not even. There's nothing to purchase. You can't buy things on fanfiction.net. It's all free. They just did a major purge in like 2014, I think? 2012?
And there's no memberships or anything?
No, absolutely not. Neither is there on AO3. Everything is free.
Okay.
AO3 runs entirely on donations. They don't even have advertisers.
Oh, okay, donations.
Mm-hmm. They do a donation drive every year, and almost every year they reach their goal within like 8 to 12 hours of opening it.
Wait, so...
And it's mostly to fund their legal team.
So Wikipedia could get to its goal faster if they had stories about how Optimus Prime wants to put his balls in someone's mouth.
Yeah.
I think Wikipedia has a different general user than fanfic.net and AO3, right? And I think the difference is like, you know, passion and like interest. Like Wikipedia definitely gets a lot more traffic, I believe. Maybe they have higher goals. I don't know, but you know, the person that lives on Wikipedia is far like less activated and numerous than like the people that live on fanfiction.net/AO3.
Honestly, mostly AO3. AO3 has a much better tagging system. Right. You know?
Man. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
If you want to look at activated fan bases, though, also, while we're here in this space, you should check out Iron Mouses, because they raised over $1 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation after VShojo confirmed that they stole what was supposed to be a $515,000 donation from them.
Yeah, TK, can you bring us up to speed on that? Because like earlier this week, you like sent a message to our group chat where you're like, "Everything burns."
It was so fast. I have never seen a VTuber company implode that quickly. Oh my god, it was absolutely wild. Okay, longest story short. Iron Mouse, who is the top VTuber, English-speaking VTuber, released a video and on YouTube and said, "Hey, I'm leaving VShojo, effective immediately. These are the reasons why. They stole the donation that we did last year to the IDF. They stole. They have not. I believe they have not paid me a significant sum of money in the last year. They're lying to me, and I'm not cool with that. So I quit effective immediately. I keep my IP. I will continue to stream as Iron Mouse. I am no longer part of VShojo, and VShojo can basically eat my shorts." And then every other VTuber in VShojo went, actually, I'm with Iron Mouse on this one. I quit too. Amelie, who's a voice actor, and just joined VShojo in January, she quit. Keisan called the Japanese CEO of VShojo, because VShojo is an American-run company. She called the Japanese CEO. She quit live on stream in a call with him. She was like, I know we discussed about me leaving the company at the end of the month. I quit right now. And he just said, yep, understood. And then, everybody left. The entire Japanese branch, all of those girls left. All of the original VShojo's members left. Everybody left. And then VShojo came out and said, yeah, we did steal that money from the thing. We were trying to raise $11 billion, I think, to fund our future VTuber activities. We were having trouble raising that capital, so we were taking money from what our streamers were making, and we shouldn't have done that. That's our bad. The CEO, the US CEO, took full responsibility for everything that happened, and then said, and now we're shutting the company down. Good night, everybody. And that was it. It happened.
Wow.
It happened in 2.5 days. 2.5 days, the whole company shut down. Don't fuck over your top talent, you idiots. God, anyway. So that happened. It was a wild time. What a time to be. And because VShojo's one works with people who maintain their own IP, and two has been recruiting streamers who already have large fan bases. And they're just, the idea was they would just support large VTubers as they grew into a full, so they could grow into a full multimedia franchise. And now it's everything blew up in 3 days because they screwed over their top talent and stole money from the one charity that has helped her literally survive because she has an immune disorder. Absolutely wild. Oh my god. What a time to be alive. It's also crazy because VShojo was considered among the VTuber corporate talent agencies. VShojo was quote unquote the good one. A couple of their talents are former Niji Sanji and Hololive talents, who basically who left the company because of bad contracts, abusive practices, that sort of thing, and were looking to reestablish themselves under new IP that they would then control. It's just what a wild time. And then it's and they stole all their money. God, absolutely wild. So yeah, company doesn't exist anymore.
So I guess it feels getting faster because by the time you messaged our group chat, it was already burning. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'd been watching it for a couple days at that point,
Right.
Just being what is happening? What is happening? And then it's the things that are happening are...
It imploded in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it had already been 2 days by the time I messaged the group. And I had been... Because I saw Iron Mouse's video... not live, but within an hour of it being posted. And I was oh, that's wild. I wonder what's going to happen. And then it was Keisan's live. And I was what do you mean Keisan's live right now? I thought Keisan was on break. And I looked it up and Keisan was talking to the CEO and being yeah, I quit. And I was huh? Live? Hello? Because I'm someone who has paid a lot of attention to the Japanese entertainment industry generally, and so that takes balls, so much, not just courage, because that kind of behavior can blacklist you from agencies, not just VTuber agencies, but other brand and media deals in Japan, and so having Keisan do that live and being no, I'm leaving effective immediately, absolutely not. this is ridiculous. The behavior is abhorrent. There's, like, you as the Japanese CEO should be aware of what's going on, right? And he's like, yeah, I should have been aware of what's going on. And she's like, what do you mean should have been aware of what's going on? It was absolutely crazy. Like, good for her, good for them, good for Iron Mouse. Wow. You know? Wow. What a time.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Ruined the brand image and ruined the entire brand in 48 hours. You know? And the last day was just them getting their stuff together to make a statement that said, ooh, we're closing the company down. You know? And what does that mean for, like there are, like, scale figures of these talents supposed to come out, like, from Good Smile and stuff. What happens with all of that now? Ooh, who knows? You know? Crazy. Does that mean, like, are the talents going to get 100% of those proceeds now instead of, like, how do those branding deals still go over? Because they're all in charge of their own IP. Whoa, I don't know. I don't know if they know. You know, it's crazy. It's cool. It's an interesting time.
True. Long lost.
I'll tell you what's not interesting.
The Hearthstone ladder.
There it is, baby!
Ah, I knew it! I'm so smart. I pay attention.
I cannot tell you the number of times on ladder in, like, the last week that I have just run up against Protoss Mage, which is a build from the last expansion, running 0 cards from the new expansion. And when they did their emergency nerfs and buffs, they're like, "Oh, we hear you, we hear you." All it did was make Murloc Paladin, you know, one of the archetypes from the new expansion, unplayable. But none of the things that they did to, like, buff other archetypes made them playable. So it just reverted us back to the meta from before the expansion came out entirely. Like,
boo, you cowards!
Yeah, like, it's the number of major Hearthstone streamers who are like, yeah, fuck it, I'm stepping away from this game. Like, it's not insignificant. Like, several Hearthstone streamers are like, yeah, I'm done. You know, page me when they fix this shit. Like, Brian Kibler announced he's done with Hearthstone. He's like, the whole reason I'm a streamer is that it's fun to not go to an office, and it's fun to not work a job that feels bad. But he's like, but Hearthstone now feels as bad as going to a job. So I don't want to play Hearthstone anymore. I'm going to go play Magic the Gathering.
Oh my god, Magic the Gathering's new set made like $200 million or something in, like, the first weekend.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, the thing is like, Magic was in real trouble financially before the Final Fantasy crossover set. Like, it has kind of functioned as a bailout for Magic. And I'm like, is there anything that Hearthstone could do at this point to bail itself out? Is there something that, you know, people will be like, you know what, I'll come back for that, because, like,
a fun card game.
That's the one I want, Rocky. Like, I'm not just going to show up if they're like, hey, everybody, Overwatch cards. I'm like, who gives a shit? I want a card game that captures, like, the spirit of the first 4 years of this game, where you thrived on player interactivity, and you're like, oh man, if I do this, then what will he do? And if he does that, what will I do? Like I don't want to play solitaire anymore. And so I wanted to bring something to y'all that I've been thinking about. Like, I'm like, am I done with Hearthstone?
Ooh.
Because the question of am I done with Hearthstone is, all of a sudden, like, I think our listeners might underestimate the number of hours I spend playing Hearthstone a week. It's a significant number, because I'm like, if I stop playing Hearthstone, then all of a sudden I've got all this time I could put back into my, like, what I call, like, my video game pool. And now that it's not, like, called to Hearthstone. Now I can be like, if I'm gonna play video games for like 20 hours a week, and it's not Hearthstone, then what is it?
It's almost my Pretty Derby.
Oh man, Keegan,
I don't agree with that.
I also don't agree with it, but like, it could be fun.
I realize you're doing a bit.
If you are sincerely interested in trying other games that are interactive and deep and interesting, I could probably put together a couple of things. I've been keeping an eye on this, but I think I'd have to ask you if you're done with Hearthstone. I know that Hearthstone has explicitly pissed you off, maybe to a point that this might be a good break.
I have never been this angry at this game before.
But my question actually is, because anger, like, is it's a tool, but it's not like a reason. Like, is there something in Hearthstone that you still want?
I think, and here's the sad part right now. Mm-hmm. I don't think that there's anything in Hearthstone that I think that, like, my engagement with Hearthstone now is based on reflex. I think that I have used the term before on the show, cigarettes, to describe the relationship, and like it has never felt more cigarettes. Where I'm just like, where I fire up Hearthstone and I go like, I feel nothing but rage, but I'm going to do it. And so, like, it's a video game where, like, all of my emotions playing it are, like, the parts of me that, like, understand game design are disappointed and disgusted, but firing it up anyway.
Yeah, okay, then let's talk logistics, I guess. Like, obviously, like, you could, I don't know if you're angry enough to quit Hearthstone cold turkey, and I don't think that's a meaningful, like, change here. Like, if there's something else that you'd be interested in touching, what are the parts of it that may help you, like, acclimate to a less important Hearthstone future?
I think the thing that I want is something that that is like 1v1. Okay. Because that's part of the appeal of Hearthstone. Right. Sitting down across from the table, in theory, from one other player, and something that requires meaningful planning between sessions. Meaning that you're like, okay, like, I'm going to cultivate this kind of strategy or this kind of build or whatever. Like, where you're like part of the game exists outside of the game. Okay. But then there is a meaningful part of the game that happens within the game. So I want both. Like, like that was one of the things that, like, was fun about Hearthstone. Like, sitting there going like, I'm going to put together this kind of deck, and like it meant something as you, like, tuned your deck. Right. But then whatever kind of deck you built, like, it didn't matter if you didn't know how to play it. You had to be able to, like, pile the deck. The deck building and the deck playing both being vital skills. So I want, like, in-game and out-of-game to I want interactivity to be key. Like, I don't want to just be able to do my thing and there not be any kind of, like, meaningful way for the other player to, like, engage. And the same thing, like, I want to be able to, like, if they start doing a thing, I want to be able to, like, push back.
Right.
Something.
Okay.
So those are key. Turn-based is I do want turn-based. because that's something that allows for me to if that's something I can say, pick up and squeeze in one while I'm working. Can I get in one right now to take the edge off? That's helpful. And that's harder when it's I couldn't a fighting game wouldn't work.
Sure,
that makes sense. I guess all this is in theory another card game, but not necessarily, because these characteristics could exist in other turn-based genres. Also, it doesn't necessarily have to live on a phone, but it'd be great if it did.
Right.
So there you go.
Okay. There's something, and I think it might be something that you might be interested in, at least as a passing thing, because again, this isn't the answer. That's not what I'm saying. But Beastie Ball is doing an open event this coming weekend. They do this thing called a Big Moon Bash, where there's open matchmaking that's tied to an event. It's open to all skill levels, and all you need to participate is to play the game on that day, which is next weekend, Friday to Sunday, and join the bash on the online matchmaking. And if you were to try the game, you can get Sportnet unlocked within the first 2 hours, which is effectively the tutorial. And then you can play online, and you can build your own team, or you can take a randomly generated one. Either of those are fine, but it's kind of the same deal. It's very much like Pokemon VGC, but the thing that they've been doing, it's made by the team that made Chicory. They've been making a lot of very interesting design choices that inform on the things that Pokemon has glossed over the decades that they've been running the game. And it has a pretty vibrant space so far. It's not quite at 1.0 yet, for sure. It's still technically in open access, but it might be something to try out for a weekend.
Okay. And that's next weekend.
Next weekend. I'm actually going to set a reminder on my end, but I can share the post here. We're doing the next Open Big Moon Bash, and it's just over the weekend. And the Beasties, it's Pokemon flavored as a 2v2 volleyball game essentially, but you have swap-ins the same way that Pokemon works, and there are relationships that you can have between the Beasties. They won't really be valuable for this tournament because it's kind of busted in this case. But this one isn't themed, so you can just kind of take whatever beasties you want, as opposed to the other ones that usually locked you into using one of the starters, or one of the branching evolutions, the equivalent of the thing's Eevee, or what have you. You basically end up on a team, and you play on their weekend ladder, and then you can hang out and see what it's like. And Beastie Ball it's a pretty well-tuned game, and it has a lot of really good ideas, and the art is very solid. I think it might be something you may connect with a bit.
Nice. Thank you.
No problem.
I know that 2v2 isn't quite.
Oh, not players, you control the creatures. You control the creatures.
That was vital clarification.
It's Pokemon Double Battles.
Yeah. Technically, when you play Pokemon, it's usually 1v1, creatures or what have you. But the game competitions, whenever you show up to tournaments that are run officially by the Pokemon Company or sanctioned by them, they do a format where you fight with two Pokemon in the field points. That's called VGC, or Video Game Championship.
Cool.
I'm going to keep an eye on a couple other things. I know there are things that you've tried over the years that you've bounced off of, Marvel Snap is one that sticks in my mind.
Marvel Snap, there were The problem with Marvel Snap is like card acquisition.
Sure. Yeah.
Where they're like, "Hello, friend, would you like to give us $900?" And no,
Right.
no, I don't.
I'm gonna look and see if that's changed at all, because I know that one of the things that's happening is that they're pushing into esports, and so I don't know if that's changing how the game is monetized, or if there's something else that's going on with the ecosystem of the game. I just simply don't know.
Right.
So I don't want to try to re-pitch it, but it's just I remember that being a thing that you were initially excited for and then bounced off of. And I wonder if it's just because of early monetization or if they've just done better things since then. Because I've also dropped.
Well, listeners, they're asking us to move because they're about to bring in another Marvel panel. So we're moving out of Hall H. We're going to go outside where apparently there's a guy out front who's just deep frying wedding cakes.
Okay.
I mean, that seems wild. But
I think it's a performance piece, actually.
I'm going to eat a slice, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Tegan, other than deep fried wedding cake, what are you up to?
I'm also Uma Musume.
It's true. I'm worried about it, but we're going to see what happens.
No, I'm doing fine. I haven't
believe
spent
it.
any money.
Mm-hmm.
$0.
Also, I have to say this out loud because Tegan, I don't think you'd consider it otherwise. That if you told me that you had not spent money, but you had, there's literally no way for me to know.
I understand that, but I have to be accountable for my actions, and I feel like being accountable for my actions includes saying whether or not I have actually spent money.
Understood.
Which I have not done. Yeah.
Tegan?
Uh-huh.
This is not a personal reflection on you, but more a universal statement of truth about the world.
Mm-hmm.
Gacha games make people filthy liars.
I know.
Really?
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Oh, God. I have to introduce Brian to a liar real quick. 1 second. It's this one, because I know Brian doesn't hang out in our channels as much, so I just need him to see this one live and direct. There's an image in this chat, Brian, that I need you to see.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ!
For people who can't see it,
That's my girl!
It's an image of Majuro McQueen, and with the caption next to her, it says, "This horse Gucci down to the socks, but needs $4."
She does. She needs $4.
No, she doesn't, Tegan. She's a liar.
No, she isn't. She's a queen.
She can be both. You tell me
Majuro
queens don't
McQueen.
lie? That's wild. That's wild.
McQueen would never.
This is some let them eat cake bullshit right here.
Oh my god, I love her. Major McQueen is great. I have her. I have her card. I got her from Nicole.
She's straight up a rich girl from a very nice family that has to uphold the familial, dynasty or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's new Uma Musume memes that's happening right now.
They're so good.
Let them eat deep fried wedding cake.
Isn't she great? Oh, I love her. So all of the Musume's outfits are colored based on what they and their jockeys wear when they race, historically. So that's fun. I like it. I'm having fun. I got my girl, which is the most important thing. So nothing else matters.
I lost to an A-ranked Silent Suzuka in
right
versus this week.
Oh, she's so good.
She's kind of nuts, man.
She's so good. I love her so much. But yeah, I haven't gotten Mijuro's a special outfit, but I'm also not stressed about it. I've mostly been trying to get more support cards. And I've just been doing the regular, the daily events and the team stuff.
Oh, that reminds me. Please put your Super Creek back on, because Jesus Christ, one, it's gonna get you more resources, and also I need it personally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll put Super Creek back on.
Thank you.
Also, all the horses are great. Everyone's named perfectly. They're also fun.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm trying to remember, because I know, I wanted to pull up a list, but I think I can do most of the ones that I care about off the top of my head, like Marzensky, Ogre Cap, Mine, Top Gun, Air Groove, Grass Wonder, King Halo. Hold on.
Gold Ship.
Gold Ship's okay. I don't care as much about Gold Ship as the internet does, but like that's fine. Like she is definitely the meme queen horse. Actually, I think Raglan sent us one of these. Hold on.
Her legacy is also full of meme, you know?
Yeah, true. And here you go. Yora Crab drew Gold Ship because she heard that she was a buff lady, and so we got one of these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gold Ship is a buff lady.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
Yeah,
you know?
There's a new image in the chat if you feel like reacting to something.
I'm looking. Oh no.
Yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Gold Ship's great.
Gold Ship is pretty great.
Gold Ship's got like 1,000 kids or something.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It cost 2 million yen to breed with Gold Ship.
What was
like,
Gold Ship? They were enthusiastic about breeding sessions, and they were visibly upset when they weren't chosen for breeding sessions.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh
Fucking
my God.
Gold Ship.
Gold Ship was like, yeah, you want my kids, and everyone was like, yeah, I do want your kids, actually. Gold Ship is apparently a very gentle and thorough lover.
That's right.
Fucking horse fucking video game.
Well, like, not in the video game.
Not in the video game. No. In real life.
Just in the lore.
The real life horse.
Mm-hmm.
The horses are real.
Okay, all right.
Some of them are still alive.
Yep.
All right. I just want to make sure. I understand.
Yeah. Of course.
Uh-huh.
So in real life, this horse likes to fuck.
Correct.
Yes.
And so because of that, the fandom has taken this real world data about the horse,
right,
and applied it to the video game horse.
Yes.
They've been like, oh, real world horse likes to fuck.
Right.
Then horse lady, she's just down to fuck.
Right.
Okay. All right. Video games.
Yeah. There isn't ecchi art about these horses though. No ecchi art, please, for the horses.
Because the Yakuza.
Yeah, the horses are mostly owned by the Yakuza. Don't do it. They will find you.
They will find you.
God, it's so funny.
There's at least one insane person that's like, oh man, if I draw Luda the horse, you mean Kiryu Kazuma might come see me? And then we never hear from them again.
Yeah, it's not going to be Kiryu Kazuma, I promise.
Yeah.
It's going to be someone scarier. Someone who doesn't want to go to karaoke with you, you know?
True. Oh man, that reminds me, I gotta show my wife the Yakuza karaoke. I haven't done that.
But yeah, I'm working on, I'm trying to work on my Tokai Teo right now.
True.
Tokai Teo is so frustrating!
What do you mean?
I can't get her above, like, a D rank. I'm so mad about it.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out what her training schedule has to be. She always gets in such a bad mood for no reason. Over, like, nothing. Well, I know it's because of, like,
don't
whatever
do that. Don't do that.
Because of the events, and I don't spend all the time I need going to the recreation center because I want her to just get in a better mood from her events. But that's not what happens. You're being a bad
trainer. You're beating him into the ground, Tegan.
I am. But
oh my God.
I baby Suzuka.
Hennessy does the same thing too. He's just like, I've been playing with Oguri, and sometimes she just like, her mood just drops for no reason, and it's because he takes like 35% failure chances, and then he gets an event, and then some other thing on top of that, and it's just like, fuck, man.
No. I'm not doing that. God, if there's I only do training up to a 20% failure rate, and then if it's above 20%, I don't do the training. I'll either do wit training or will rest. So it's not bad. It's just like she gets random. Tokai Teo just gets random events where her mood drops, and they are like randomized events.
Okay,
move just tanks, and you're supposed to take her to. You're supposed to use like the 25-day stretches of like training to go to the recreation center and like do that stuff. And I it's not sticking in my brain that I need to do that. I'm just like, oh, well, like, I don't know. Figure it out. We'll rest another day. I don't care.
No, because, like, you gotta... So, like, the mood thing is super important. Because, like...
It really is.
Like, in addition to just, like affecting race performance, when you train when they're in a good mood, they get more points. Straight up. And it's, like, it's not, like, nominal. It's, like, 10, 15%.
Yeah, it's, like, a lot.
So, like, you just have to maintain the mood. Like, it's super important.
Yeah. I'm also not, getting good, like... sparks for her, and I think it's because I don't have the right horses in her legacy, but I haven't fully sussed out who the right horses in her legacy are, because I don't really have a lot of sprinters.
Okay, you can look up, like, the proper legacies, I guess, but, like, in my experience, unless you're, like, super optimizing, it's not important. Like, the only thing that you really need to do is, like, make sure that, because, like, okay, first off, with, like, the stars, right? Like, you can get, like, 1, 2, or 3 stars. The only thing that you need to get 3 stars in a stat is over 600 at the end of your period. And so, like, if you get to 600, and after that, it's just a dice roll. And so, like, you just need to repeatedly do whoever you think you can get to over 600 with on these, which, honestly, is every horse. And then you get better ones. But... if I were in your position and you have, like, a relatively new account with not a lot of legacies, I would lean heavily on borrowing a legacy horse from someone else that gives you, like, a great stat that you're going to make use of, and then just keep running those until you get your own, like, internal legacies and lean on those. Like, you just kind of have to.
You're only allowed to borrow 3 horses a day.
Yeah, so, like. Honestly,
which is fair, I get it, but
yeah, you just gotta run through the career just kind of repeatedly until you get those. Like, it took me a while, but now I have. Actually, I think they might still be 2 stars, but I have, like, a couple of, like, legacies, like, now that are, like, stamina plus 38 or, like, speed plus, like, 42, and so at this point, there are, like, runs where, like, if I put that, like, on a secondary stat. Like, for example, Marzensky, who needs to get to 600 stamina by the end of the run. I, like, with the inspiration, I basically don't have to train stamina over the course of the whole run. Because, like, the legacies do it for me. And so, like, you just kind of have to grind until you get the legacies, and that's really all it is.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm working on it. She's the only one I'm having, like, significant trouble with.
For sure.
Everyone else, like, I've got, I have, like, a series of guides that I've been using. But I ended up asking Nebula for they're like, oh, I figured out how to get Tokai Toyo, like, really consistent. And I'm like, oh, yeah, show me your notes. And they sent me their notes on Tokai Toyo, and I'm like, these numbers feel unattainable.
I mean...
But, like, I'll you know, the legacies are important.
I used to think that Marzensky getting to 1,000 speed was unattainable, and it kind of was at the beginning. But, like, now that I have better legacies, like, it's pretty attainable. You can just kind of do it consistently. It's just a grind, it looks like, as far as I can tell.
And that's not so bad. Like, I'm willing to put up with the grind, because, like, the turnaround's pretty quick for these, which is helpful. It's not like I'm spending, like, all day doing a legacy, you know, it's like a couple, like, 30 minutes to run through an entire girl's career, which isn't so bad.
True. Yeah.
They're just little guys, and I want them to be happy. But yeah, that's mostly what I'm doing, you know? I don't have it on my phone also. I'm only doing it on the computer. That's the main way I'm keeping myself from spending money, because it's a bigger pain in the butt to spend money on my computer. I'm smart. I gamed my own brain about that.
Hey.
Don't like typing everything in again. I'm lazy, you know?
What about all the peak stuff? You said that...
Oh yeah, I am doing peak. I made it up to the top once, and now I'm like, wow, what do I do? Peak is a mountain climbing game. The mountain is randomized every day.
I know what a peak is.
Well, I know you know what peak is, but like the people who are listening may not know what a peak is.
Yeah, that's true. Tell the people.
I've made it to the peak exactly once. Only once. I usually get stuck in either the forest area or the kiln. I don't know, it's just I get... I like psych myself out in the kiln, I think. But the forest is just like, sometimes you just get a bad run, you know? Where it's like, oh, poison everywhere. Whoop. I did see a mod that someone made. I forget what it's called, but it's like a group death counter. And what it does is it will put everyone who has the mod, it will put all of their skeletons around the island, so you can see where other people are falling and dying, to try and avoid that. But it also fills your island with skeletons.
Oh,
It was very silly. Yeah, and it updates every, like, with the island updates. So you don't have to do anything to have it update. It just will update automatically. Which I think is neat.
For sure.
It seems, it feels like something that's, like, silly, and something that I could also see Aggro Crab, like, adding on their own in the future.
Shout out to Aggro Crab, too. Apparently they got this really well.
Yeah, apparently it was a game jam game. Which means, like, what, a weekend maybe? A couple hours? Like, 17 hours or something?
I think that's like the initial concept. I think they said that the actual game had like 17 days of development time, which is still insane.
That's not a lot of time at all
Right.
in game dev world. Bethesda could never.
Maybe not. Definitely not this Bethesda. Not the one that's right.
Not the one that's I've been able to successfully identify stolen code by the bugs. You know? Oh, Bethesda's been able to identify other companies that are stealing their code for gameplay stuff by the bugs that are presented in their games. Which is such a silly statement, but, like, you know.
True.
yeah.
It also feels very on brand for Bethesda. But yeah, I think that's most of what I've been doing.
Huh. Yeah.
You know, Hanses.
A little bit.
They're good girls, you know?
But they're good girls, but you have to keep your distance in case the money. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Just don't spend money.
Yeah.
It's very easy to not spend money, though.
Gosh. And what's the name of this here horse in the chat? This
Gold Ship.
muscle lady.
Yeah, it's Gold Ship.
Okay. Who is putting both Sonic and the Flash to shame?
Yes.
Okay.
Gold Ship's so fast. Gold Ship's so fast and so strong. Absolutely crazy. And these, the horses, you know, they're all based on their their anime counterparts for Umu Musume Pretty Derby, the show. And a lot of the races that happen in the show, the results are historically accurate. Which is fun. They do a good job. Good attention to detail.
True.
From the horse anime.
Man, was there anything else that we need to cover before we go to the Fantastic Four live experience?
No, let's go see Pedro, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I've heard that he's cunty. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I feel like you know what that means.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not touching that. That's crazy.
I'm doing a bit.
I know, but like, one of us on this show should not know what that means, and I feel like it's not you.
Well, all right. Which one of us canonically doesn't know what cunty means?
I think it's me. Let's be so for real.
Tegan, you know what cunty means.
I do know what cunty means. Only through context clues.
I'm out. Okay. Hey everybody, this has been the Impossible Coin podcast. Thanks for hanging out. You can find where podcasts are found, except for SoundCloud, because fuck SoundCloud. SoundCloud hurt my friends. We have music at the beginning and end of the show is produced by our kid brother, Big Sach. Shout out to Big Sach. I hope you're having a beautiful life. And if you want to check him out, he's on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Big Sach NJ, as well as his band, which is on Bandcamp at betweenrooms.bandcamp.com. Our logo was designed by Lauren Moran, which is still a freak of nature, a miracle, the modern world. And if you want to see the person that made it, they're on social media and Patreon as Lauren Moran. We stream a couple times a week. You can find us at twitch.tv/impossiblecoin. And we are also on social media, Facebook, the social media platform formerly. No, actually, we're not there anymore. We're just on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Tumblr. All Impossible Coin, no dashes, underscores, or anything like that. So that's us.
That's the show. All right, everybody. We'll live from San Diego. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for